Welcome back to Autism Live. I am so excited to welcome back to the show Bob DeMarco. And you have brought your lovely guest, Tresha Allen. It's spelled Tresha, though. That's where I got all confused. And you guys have a new venture that you had asked to come and talk about, and I'm so excited because I want to know more and more about it. And it's autism-live solutions. Which already that sounds, because we all need solutions.
We all need solutions. Right?
But you guys, maybe I should have you guys talk a little bit about, because you've been on the show before. We've had you come on with a couple of different guests from a couple of different
Carrie Bowers and Garth and Jason from Spec Labs.
You're busy doing a lot of things in the autism community.
I have a lot of fun in the autism community.
And I love that you work with, you play well on all fields. Let's say that. And that's impressive.
I try to play well with others.
But your background is music and musician, and you're a composer, and you have credits.
I was a composer for Paramount Domestic TV for 20 years. So we did everything from hard copy to Dr. Phil and Entertainment Tonight and all that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It was fun.
And now you're doing a lot of different things, and we're going to talk about this other. But tell us a little bit about your background, Tresha.
Well, I've been in nonprofit for over 30 years, and when I came into working with people with disabilities, it became a passion. And I have two grown kids. Neither of them have a disability, but they've worked. I've had both my kids work with people with disabilities. I've worked for the ARC of Ventura County, and I've also worked for New Horizons in San Fernando Valley with all disabilities. And so, working in the community with Department of Rehab and regional centers, I helped run one of the largest supported employment programs in LA County, second largest in the state of California. So I come with passion and knowledge and really just wanting to see where things were lacking and finding resources. Regional center does a great job, but there's more to offer.
Well, and what I know about Bob is that Bob is smart. Right? And so
I try to keep learning.
Bob is smart, and so I can't wait to hear about this, because I know you saw something that was missing and that needed to be filled. So what is this? What are you filling?
Well, Trisha and I, we met a few years back, and we've been working together on, we have something called Ability Travel Club, which a friend of ours, Neil Menzies, started years ago for adults with disabilities, taking them on trips and cruises and all that. And he recently passed away, and he handed it over to us and asked us if we would keep it going.
Continue, yeah.
And so we have like 40 participants on and off, and we've gone on cruises to the Caribbean and all that. So in doing all of this, I learned a lot about Trisha and what she did at ARC. And we kind of saw this big gap in resources, just simple resources. So we decided we wanted to put together a website that's video-based. So it's quick and it's easy, and you're not sitting there reading all day, because most people are very visually oriented these days. You're on the internet.
Yeah.
So we started the idea of just collecting all kinds of. We have tons of your clips that we've linked to YouTube. We love your clips. We'll always be stealing from you.
As long as it's the link to us, we want you to.
Yep, because we want you to get more people coming to you, and that's our goal. Is just to get everybody to link into whatever resources they can. And we've just launched our site last night, and it's free. So you just go there, and it's set up in the categories, everything from dealing with the education system to getting a first diagnosis, and self-care for the parents, which is critical. Huge critical. Because my son was diagnosed in 2006, and I went on the internet and couldn't find really anything. Nothing. And I was blown away. So that planted this seed, which now finally we started Ability Life Solutions. And you just go to abilitylifesolutions.com, and you can pull down and see all these topics. And we're going to keep expanding it, and hopefully people will give us suggestions of what they're looking for and they need, and we'll keep in closer contact with you. And
so it's like a clearinghouse for information where you can go there, one-stop shop, and find everything that everybody is doing.
And it's gathered for the community so that they can all get together, whether it's a family member or they're looking for work or just any kind of resources. Like Bob said, anything from the time they're diagnosed or something for the family, something for everybody. And it's all collaborative and collective for everybody anybody to go to.
And we just wanted it to be really simple and really fast. Like you have a subject you want to look up, there'll be 15 or 20 videos immediately right there. You can get a variety of opinions, and that's what I wish I had.
Yeah.
When my child was first diagnosed.
Absolutely.
And I've sat in so many IPP meetings over the last 20 years, and sitting in those meetings, there's either the lack of resources or the lack of finding the resources.
Yes.
And I've been a case manager and a program manager, and that's one of the things is always looking for the resources. And there's just so much more out there than just what regional centers
You're right.
have. So.
I remember a time when my son was diagnosed and people were talking about, well, there's stuff for little kids, but there's nothing for teenagers and adults. And the truth is that now there's a lot for teenagers and adults, but if you don't know where to find it,
Right.
then it's the same as not having it at all,
Absolutely.
which is a bummer.
Right.
So, okay, where do people go and what do they have to do once they get there?
You don't have to do anything. It's all free. It's abilitylifesolutions.com.
Okay.
And the goal is to keep expanding it, and we plan in the next few months to put together a larger section of it, which will become a membership site, which will have blogging and like all kinds of streaming of movies and things like that. And then we're starting to create original content.
Oh,
like
right.
my son teaches yoga and meditation, and which has been great for even his younger brother.
Yeah.
The meditation and just for, self-regulation.
Absolutely.
Amazing. So we're going to be creating all of this original content, and we're going to be updating it with sections for employment and job readiness.
Wonderful.
And we're going to be starting to pull and collect with other larger organizations to, share content.
Okay.
Right, and nutrition,
Wonderful.
everything
And,
about nutrition, anything that has to do with making a better life for anybody in the family.
And we're gonna reach out to a few vendors and find some healthy foods that we can offer at a discount on the site, because you could go into Whole Foods and it's very expensive for a lot of people, and it's so we're gonna partner with a couple of companies we're just starting to talk with now, where they can either drop ship or we can get them the products, starting with snacks and things that kids just, and there's a lot of, garbage out there that really doesn't help them. And really hurts with self-regulation.
Absolutely.
MSG and things like that. It's just
Oh
nuts.
my goodness, yeah. Well, of course, I've got suggestions for you.
Well, we're going to be talking.
We're open always for suggestions. Anybody that wants to come to our site and give us suggestions, we're
That would have
always
some
open.
of the, over the years, because we've done a lot of recipe things, but over the years we've reviewed snacks and things like that. And so, just this week, there I don't know what I was reading, but there was somebody, because I'm all about organic. Organic is pretty important to me, and they were talking about how Whole Foods has been eclipsed recently in being the largest purveyor, seller of organic.
Really?
Yeah, Costco's winning now.
Wow,
Isn't that
that's interesting.
Isn't that very interesting?
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll have to chat about
We
all
will
of
chat
this.
about all of
I
this.
will be so interested in all
You
this.
are my guru.
So, well, no, I think quite the opposite, because for a long time, I mean, let's be honest, there have been a couple of times before where people, honestly, people have said to me, okay, Shannon, you've been doing Autism Live for a while, and my thing is there are other people doing other things too, because there's no possibility that I could cover, we do a lot of shows, but there's no possibility that we could cover everything. And there are other people who have had other shows over the years, and we've tried to support all those because we need them.
Yep.
And a couple of times people have tried to aggregate, but they were doing it differently than how you're doing it, and they weren't successful. And I think that I hope that, like I said, I started with You're Smart. I think that you're onto something really great, and I hope that you guys will be able to do this because we've needed it.
Right.
And I hear that so many times in meetings, it's like, oh, we need something like that. And then anytime I was in a meeting, I said, well, what would you guys feel about a website, And that had all of everything under one umbrella.
Yep.
And they were so excited. They're like, oh my gosh, sign us up. Where do we go? And I said, okay, well, it's coming, but we're working on it. And it's been a work in progress for a couple of years.
And our goal with this whole ability thing is we're going to get into consulting, because Trish.
Yeah, I wanted to go to that.
Trish is going to
I've
be
got little
doing
cards here, you guys, as my prompts.
One for everything.
Yes.
right, and as this self-determination comes into play.
Yes, for those of you that aren't in California, we've done a couple of shows on this. That we have the regional centers, which was was a really amazing thing because my son was diagnosed in 2006, and so we were regional center clients and got our services to the regional center. Then there wasn't enough of that.
Right.
Couldn't be. And then we went over to insurance, but there's still regional center that they provided other things, and now we're moving to self-determination where they can pick what they want to have the money that's allotted for them spent on. It's really a very exciting time in California.
Yeah, and we're gonna be getting into consulting and helping parents navigate through that.
Yeah, what independent facilitating is, and we have all different kinds of information for that too.
So Traven tells me we have a clip.
Yeah, we made a little welcome video for it's like 3 minutes or whatever, but it describes who we are, what we're doing.
So let's take a look at the clip, shall we? Take a look.
Hi, welcome to Ability Life Solutions. I'm Bob DeMarco.
And I'm Tresha Allen.
We created Ability Life Solutions to be your family's ultimate video-based resource website for autism. Back in 2006, my son Dominic was diagnosed with autism. Like all of us after the initial shock and panic of the diagnosis, I wanted to learn as much as possible about autism. Unfortunately, there wasn't much on the web, mostly scientific, technical information, and Jenny McCarthy talking about vaccinations. All these years later, it's still difficult to find one place to go for comprehensive autism information and resources. That's why we decided to create it.
I've worked in the nonprofit field for over 35 years, including half of those years working with people with special needs and autism, working as a case manager, program manager, job coach, in both supported employment and day programs in the Los Angeles and Ventura counties. Through my experience working with families dealing with autism, I saw the frustration and lack of information, resource, and support. That's why we created Ability Life Solutions. We feel a well-organized collection of short, concise videos is the quickest and most efficient way to learn, whether it's what to do when you first get a diagnosis, types of therapy, navigating the educational system, your family's emotional well-being, to nutrition and picky eating. We'll cover it all.
In the coming months, we'll be expanding with a membership section. For a small monthly fee, you'll have access to many additional resources, including online community chat rooms, daily support blogs, personal journaling, streaming of movies and documentaries related to autism, expanded health, fitness, and nutrition sections, job readiness support for people on the spectrum, music and art therapy, as well as online shopping for educational products and healthy snacks for your family.
So please check out our free resources, including our detailed state-by-state list of available programs, organizations, and groups offering support and services in your area.
We're committed to creating the ultimate autism resource for you and your family. Please let us know if you have any suggestions that may help us improve our site. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back. So great, this wonderful resource. For those of you who are just joining us, we're here with Bob DeMarco and Tresha Allen.
Trish, just call me Trish.
Tresha Allen. It's spelled with an E though, so
But I pronounce it with an I.
It will be memorable from now on. Tresha Allen, and they're from Ability Life Solutions. And if you go to abilitylifesolutions.com right now, you just launched last night. So very exciting. You can be on the ground floor, tootle around, look at all the resources that are there, avail yourself of everything. I love this. Part of the reason why, yes, we're going to get to that. Part of the reason why I wanted to do this, like you as a parent, I remember the only time I had any time was at 3:30 in the morning when my child finally went to sleep. And there was no resource for 3:30 in the morning. But the internet is great.
Yeah.
And
it's video, and it's video based, so you don't have to sit there and
read.
Burn your eyes out reading. You can burn your eyes out looking at videos.
That's right. It's a better way to learn.
Yeah.
But beyond that, though, you've done something really incredible, and you you have made a state-by-state resource. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we just we compiled. We had Trisha's daughter work for us over summer while she was at college, and she compiled a list of all the resources state by state for the country.
Wonderful.
And we will continue to update that. And if anybody has anything they want to share and update, that would be great too.
Always welcome for
Yeah.
suggestions.
Wonderful. Okay, so the other thing that has always been my thing is that I would love to have a calendar of events by location. That's a huge thing.
That's
a
great.
huge undertaking. But like if you're in San Antonio, Texas, and you're like, I want to know what autism events are, or if you're traveling and you're like, I'm going to be in San Antonio, what autism events are happening in the month of April? If you guys could make that, I would be on there every day.
All right, we will. What we'll do is we'll
awesome.
just start contacting people across the country, some of these resources that we have on there, and ask them to continually submit their
Wouldn't that
event
be
list.
great, you guys?
awesome.
Another way for audiences to find what you're doing.
See?
So
That's why we're here.
remarkable, wonderful. So, but we also mentioned there's the travel club.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody heard about that and went, oh, okay, I want to be a part of the travel club, what would they do?
They could contact us at Trish or Bob at abilitytravelclub.com.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
And
have
on the
I have the
website-
cheat sheets right here.
Yeah, there's an application. There's an application on the website, you know, and these are usually people that are pretty independent that like to go traveling. They've been in supported employment, they work, they save their money, and they're really not in any kind of day programs or in a facility. So they really, this is their way to connect and go on a cruise and take some time.
And we do major trips 3 times a year, and we have monthly local things where people just get together and
Day
socialize, little day
Very
trips.
cool. What a wonderful thing. What's the next big trip? Where are you going?
Alaska in July.
Ooh,
10-day
Alaska,
cruise to
July.
Alaska.
That's beautiful.
You should come with us, do some live
Right. It's,
location stuff.
It's like it
Alaska?
involves a boat and a plane. So I'll just wave from
Okay.
here.
We'll have you remotely.
That's right.
That's right. Well, from the
you
studio.
guys should Skype in from the boat.
That we will.
We can absolutely do that.
That would
But
be
I'll
great.
be here.
right.
That's how I am. And then for the Ability Life Counseling, talk a little bit about what that would look like and how they would contact you about that.
Well, that's something whether
Consulting, excuse me.
Yeah. Again, we'll probably refer it over to the website if there's something that they can't find or they need deeper information. I'm always available. I've always, like I said, I've done case managing and I'm always doing research and looking for things to help people. So consulting could be anything from independent facilitating, which I'm certified in, and then it could just be asking questions or needing help and guidance in whether it could be just about anything.
Yeah, because let's face it, there are some people who are like, I want to go on the internet, I want to look it up for myself, but I want to know where to look, right? But there are other people who are like, I need somebody to give me the fast track
Right.
to do that for me. I'm willing to pay for that.
Right, and
but
that's
I
where
need
the
somebody who's gonna I need some help today about this, and I don't have the time to go look, and so that's what you would do.
And
for
even
them.
when you're going to look, if you don't know something exists, you're not going to find it.
That's right.
Right.
That's
That's
right.
it. Well, there's a lot of things you don't know exist until somebody that is doing it daily
Yeah.
and has the experience can say, look, you may want to consider this for your child.
Amen to that. Well,
Yeah.
thank you guys so
Thank
much
you.
for
For
making this
having
amazing
us.
resource.
Thank you.
And for reaching out to me and letting me know, because I told you I'm going to be on there
Yep.
left, right, and center. So thank you so much for that. Hey, thanks for watching Autism Live. To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.